All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. If you can hear the sound of my voice this morning, drop voltage in the comment section. Let's know that you're here. Was good in the hood. All right. All right. All right. If you can hear me, I want to see that. I want to see that. Drop voltage in the comment section. Right. Drop voltage. Drop voltage. Drop voltage. Was good in the hood. My
Man,
man. Hey. Alpha.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Welcome to the weekend.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? I know, right? Yup, yup, yup. What about FX Queen? I've been trying to reach her in a bit.
Yeah, maybe she will join me. I don't know. Very soon. Something.
Yeah, what's up? Good morning. Just waking up.
You, how are you?
I'm just
Oh,
waking up. What's up?
I was
What's
surprised.
good?
This is the first time.
I
I'm
needed
all
the
right. I'm
rest.
good. We're good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very important. Very important. All right. So let's start up. No time. No time, guys. No time. Let's start up. All right. Let me quickly check what's happening on our today's news. Okay, nothing really significant. So this is Friday, yeah, really nothing significant. So we don't have this. So let's look at our chart this morning and see what we have on. So for those of you who took our trade yesterday, I hope you are. I hope you guys are still holding the trade. All right, the Euro JPY trade we had yesterday. Let me see. Yeah, we're currently, in profit. I hope you guys took this trade. We should be hitting TP in a bit. All right. So if you took this trade yesterday with us, congratulations to you. All right. And I walked you all through the process. I walked you all through the process of how we executed this trade or how we took this trade yesterday was live. And for those of you that are just joining in, you can watch our past live session. They are all recorded on Funded Vest YouTube account. Okay, I can see the comment section. Amazing, amazing, amazing. The energy there is powerful. Lie. All right, so let me see. Let me read through the comment section real quick. Good morning, good morning. Nolly TV, AK. Let's see. Emma, Emma X Lord, Emma's Lord, yeah. He said, "Good morning, patiently waiting to learn. God bless Funded Verse for the opportunity um, to always come here and learn. And thanks to all the education for always, okay, for always educating us. Well, I appreciate a lot. Amazing, 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 amazing. Okay, all right. So let's read more. All right, I can see a lot of voltage signs in the comment section. All right, Sammy, I see you. I see D942 Trader, Noddy TV. All right, amazing, amazing. Okay. Someone said he's on AJ. I'm only on AJ. Okay, AJ2 is also buying. AJ2 is also buying. So all our trades that we called out yesterday, are currently in profit. So, like I said, when I was giving this yesterday, I told you guys one thing, right? You need to always manage your risk. All right. Once you manage your risk and you see your trade setup, execute it. Don't worry about if it's going to hit SL or if it's going to hit TP. Just make sure your duty is to what? Execute. Why is my name in the corner? All right. Your duty is what? To execute. That's the only thing that you have. All right. So with that price, you've seen your setup and then price comes into your entry, triggers you. If price let price play around your SF for a while, as long as you've seen that trade, just take the trade and hold it. Because why? If you lose the trade, you already know how much you're going to lose. And of course, I wouldn't expect anybody to over leverage, their accounts. All right. So congratulations to the guys that took the trade on. Um, is here. We should update on what are you fully up or should we give you some minutes?
Oh, God. Okay, I think I'm up. No, that's good. You know that kind of sleep where you sleep, eh? You wake up and then you sleep again. My dear.
Yeah, I get the point. I was so surprised not to have seen your call as before anybody this morning. I was like, what's happening?
Funny enough, my body is programmed to wake up by 6 a.m. to post my morning GM post, and then I went back to sleep immediately.
Oh, I
Oh, Ali.
see.
Okay,
All
let me
right, should
share
we
my
give you
screen.
some time or you can us? All right.
Okay, I'm coming. Alright, guys. So, quick update on our swing trade, yeah? BTC is back at entry. So, right now, this is what we're gonna do.
We're not
There's
seeing your
something
screen.
like. Okay, are you kidding me? Okay, how about now?
Wait, hold
Can
on.
you
Let
see the
me let me
screen?
see. Maybe it's my
Oh, good. Can you see the screen?
yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay. So BTC is back at entry. So there's something I always do. I call it trailing drawdown. So trailing drawdown in the sense that my main drawdown or my main SL, trailing SL, my main SL is this high, right? So since price has given us a structure inside our mitigation, so this structure was given. So I'm gonna trail my SL now to this high. Now, why am I doing that? I'm literally telling myself that if price literally takes out this high, I'm not gonna sell this pair again. So right now, if you're on this trade with me, just throw your SL to this high right here. Okay, throw your SL to this high because I don't see any reason why BTC should buy and take out this high. Because if it does, then that means you're automatically hitting SL because you can see it's literally very close to the SL. So just throw your SL to 66933.6. Do you understand? Just alert. That's why I said that we're not taking any break evens. All right, because price is still going to retrace a bit. I said only until when price takes out this low before we set BE. So for now, allow it SL or what or TP. So that's that. So just trade your SL and allow it to be, and then G odd still selling. GAUD is still selling. So that one is there. Then we should have pay. Odd NZD is still buying. So Odd NZD just did something like this on the weekly time frame. Okay, it just took out this weekly candle here. See this weekly candle, the CRT that was formed inside our entry point. So it took out the candle slow, alright, and the high is the target. So it has taken out my first target for this particular buy. And like I said, set your break evens, right? So once this high is taken, you're gonna see a bit of drawdown. That is, price is gonna come back a bit, alright? Price is gonna come back a bit before you buy. So don't panic if you see this. As long as your BE is set, allow you to play out. So don't panic if you see this. So just set and forget. So allow price to do whatever it wants to do. Set your BE at 1.19736. Alright. So that's it for all the NZD. And let me see. And the Euro USD. Let me give you an update on that pair. I think the last call I had, I said that you guys should look out for this. I also said take a screenshot if possible. So I'm gonna tell you that this particular pair was meant to move on this particular direction. Now I said that this particular pair was reacting from this open close scale level, right? And then this CRT, which is this candle here, was taken, if you guys can remember, and then this low right here is the target. If you can remember, drop I remember in the chat for me. Let me know that people that were in that particular session are here currently. So this particular high was taken, this low is the target, and it's obviously gonna sell through. Alright. And then the daily time frame. I can see we already have a daily breakout. And I told you guys after a rejection, right? You want to see a breakout to confirm the momentum to the downside. Now what can you see here? A daily breakout as occurred, and this is the external breakout. Alright. So the external daily breakout as occurred. That simplifies that, or that signifies rather, that Euro USD is now ready to sell. So it's now your job to now mark out the key levels that you can see there. So go to line with markers. Go to line with markers. Now these are the key levels I can see. Now I love to use my FIB tool. So take your FIB tool from the swing high to the swing low. So any key level that is within the discounted level of price, I would love to take it. So I can see this one right here. I can see this one right here. You can see this one above and the others as well. So price has already mitigated this key level. So the only recent breakout I can see after this mitigation right here is this one. This one right here. Is this one right here. Do you understand? So I will look out for price to reject from this key level and continue the dump on there. So that's it for Euro USD. And the last pair is gold, right? Now I told you guys that this bearish move for me, I'm not really trusting it, right? So I didn't really take it. So gold currently is reacting off this key level. Now there is no decision for buyers and sellers. That's why I opt out on this trade because the structure is not clear to me. But the structure right now is just showing bullishness, bullish intentions, right? And this structure is giving higher highs, higher lows, and obviously going to be a higher high if he wants to. I'm not predicting, I'm just reacting. Now going to the weekly time frame. Now you can see here we had the weekly reject weekly, and what did I tell you guys? After a rejection, you expect a breakout. Go to the daily. Now what can you see here? Immediately that rejection happened, this was the first leg that rejected off that key level. Now can you see daily breakout to the upside? They also had another daily breakout to the upside. Alright, and price right now is literally currently reacting from this key level. Now let me tell you guys something. If gold right now does this, as it's currently rejecting, today being Friday, as currently rejecting, and if it rejects and closes above this trading range, if he does that, gold is going to be bullish. It's going to give us a CRT. CRT in the sense that our classic CRT color, or our bearish, bullish, bullish. So if gold currently rejects as it's rejecting right now, alright, and closes inside the trading range, we're going to see some bullishness from gold coming next week. But until then, this daily candle is going to tell us if we're going to buy, if we're going to sell. If it closes inside, we're buying. If it closes below, we are selling. So that's that for gold. So for the meantime, nothing for me. I'm just gonna be looking at what they called BTC. I'm gonna be holding on to BTC. So just hold on yourselves. Don't panic. Pullback is always gonna happen. So just don't panic. Hold yourselves. So we're gonna see SL or TP. Just throw your SL to this particular high because if BTC does this, we're invited setup overall. If it does this, we're taking out the setup. So just trade it at this high, reduce your loss. So if you trade at this high, that means if you're risking $10, your loss should be reduced like 7 or 6 or thereabout. But anyways, that's that. So over to you on common. For now, I'll come back later when I have an announcement for you guys. Over to you. Okay. Okay. V, good morning. I didn't greet you this morning. How are you? Apologies for my bad manners. Oh god. V, are you there? Am I the only
So I
one?
don't think we currently here, right? No, you're not the only one. I'm here to with you right now. All right. So
Okay, alright.
that was an amazing one from FX Queen. So she has told you updates on the swing trade. Please follow suit. Ensure you use your risk management at all time. All right. So like I said, this is not a signal group. We're just here and doing what we are doing strictly, based on educational and research purpose. So it's your duty to manage your risk at all time. And this, of course, is brought to you by Funded Vest. All right. So right now, I today is Friday, so really I don't like to stress myself to look for something on the chart on Friday. So we'll just hold on this trade. If you want me to look at any other pair, you can as well. Type in the comment section and I would help you check it out. I can see Sahib is saying we should check G4 German 40. Okay, just give me a moment. We're going to check and see what that is saying. All right. Okay. All right, so let me check German 40. Um, comment below if you are, if comment below if you took the trade on either Euro JPY or um, AUD JPY. All right, comment below so that we can know who actually participating with us here. All right, for GBP JPY, we are still waiting. All right, GBP JPY is kind of slow. We are still waiting for price to break past this. So once price breaks past this level today, hopefully, then we are going to be seeing more buys next week on this pair to target this high. Okay. All right, to target that high, we're going to be seeing more buys. All right, to target that high. So comment below if you took any of the trades that we have called so far since this week, both myself and FX Queen inclusive, right? So that we know how many people are really participating, right? All right, so that we can it will ginger us, ginger to do more, all right, and help you guys see through what you might not really understand. Okay. All right, I can see in the comment section. I'm seeing Stanley say currently on AUD JPY, amazing. Um, who else again? Young boy said I'm on AUD JPY. That's good. Solomon said I took Euro JPY. Okay, that's good. Who else again? Nolly TV, AUD JPY running reentry two. Nice. Solomon too said it took okay. Euro JPY. Nice, nice, nice. So I'm happy that we are all, we're not just you're not just coming here to say, okay, they tell me to buy and sell here. We're also walking you through the thought process that made us to, the buy or the sell or execute the trade to say, right? So you are learning while on a practical base, right? So it's not just teaching you with replay tool and telling you, okay, this is what price we do here, this is what price did here before, and then later, you go onto the charts and you're struggling to make sense of what has been taught. But this one will teach you and show you the practical step-by-step approach. We take the trade together, all right, and whatever the outcome is, we take it together. The only thing that is in your control is to manage your risk. I cannot manage your risk. I can tell you that we're going to enter here, we're going to put our SL here, but how much you put in on that trade, I cannot determine that. That's on you, and that's why this is not a financial advice, neither is it an investment scheme. It's solely for educational and research purpose, right? And it's brought to you by Funded Vest, right? And we have your execution should I say executionist or executioners here, which is myself from Common King V and the one and only FX Queen. All right, so we're going to check German 14 now. Just give me a minute. What's the account number?
All right, guys. So before Uncommon come back, so quick update. So for those of you, I made an announcement yesterday, the Funded Verse Creators Program. So for those of you that checked out Funded Verse official page on X, all right, and you saw the post, right? You saw the post, right? Now, once you finish the tax on there, probably the tax is follow this account, join the Discord, and all of that. The next step is to drop why should you be choosing as the candidate. Then after that, you fill out the form with the link given on that post. Once you fill out the form, then by the week ending, you're going to be reached out to if you are selected as one. So just follow the step the due process, and then once you're selected, you'll be added to the group, whereas you'll be briefed on, and then you'll be allocated your accounts. Is that all right? So yeah, so I'm gonna come back again and make this announcement again later on. So I'll come on over to you.
So yeah, so we're back. All right, so hopefully today, you see, we have 1 hour, 24 minutes, right, for this candle to close. So hopefully we should see what they call it. We should see price close above this level. All right. Once price close above this level, price is giving us what we have a sweep here. All right, we have a sweep now. We have a failure to displace below this low, and then price is expanding. So sweep expansion. So this expansion, this area now is leaving us a POI ahead of time, so that when price break past this level that we are waiting for it to break past and trace back for a retest, it's coming into any of these zones here. So you need to be able to anticipate your price action way into the future, right? And of what it's going to do based on volume and liquidity. And of course, without those two, you can't see an expansion. And once you see those two and you see expansion, you already know that there's a pullback coming. Your duty now is to now spot the volume tool that price is pulling back into so that you can take a buy. So once price closes above here, we're going to be waiting for price to come back into this place, wait for confirmation, and then we have our buy to the stop. All right. So I want to believe that with this pump I'm seeing currently right now, our EJ should be somewhere close to TP. Okay, good. We're still pumping on that. So let's check the German 40. All right. That's Shahib said we should check. All right, so let's check Jamon 40. All right, we have a very, very sweet pump right here, but hold on, we're going to analyze this together. Um, Let me see the comment section. Let me see the comment section. Check AJH4 CRT was created around night yesterday. Got re-entry from there. Okay, we'll check that out. I'd like to see your approach there. Okay. Um, um, Stanley Stanley said, "Uncommon, they always make this trading. They always make this trading simple. This trading thing simple. Nah, 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 nah. Maybe. All right. So let's look at this real quick. Yeah, let's look at this real quick. Um, so on the monthly time frame, so on the monthly time frame on GR40, what would I consider this? What's going on here? What would I consider is going on here? On the monthly time frame, yeah, it just came out of the range into another bigger range. All right, so that has been established. So let's now divide all this into the weekly time frame and see. All right, now, okay, so on the weekly time frame, all right, I'm bearish on the weekly time frame because I'm expecting this low to be taken out. All right, I'm expecting this low to be taken out. I'm expecting this low too as well to be taken out. All right, to be taken out, and then we have this internal sweep based on previous week high that's been gone, but I don't think we have any supporting volume for that. Let me check. Okay, yes, we do. So we have a supporting volume for that. All right, so we just need this week to close the way it is. So currently, right now, this week has just today for us to close. So let's check the update on this data we have right now on the daily time frame and see how we can actually equate it to the current price action. All right. So we have today. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, this is good. All right, so I'm interested in this area, right? Because we had a sweep from the volume, we had this expansion, right? So I'm interested in this whole area for a possible sell, this whole area. All right, so refining it. Yep. That's me. Refining it, I'm expecting price to trade into this level for a sell continuation. All right, for a sell. Oh, it has already been tapped. Okay. Yeah, regardless, I expect price to trade into there for a sell continuation. All right. So we don't need this anymore. Neither do we need this as well. All right. So this whole area still remains a zone, right? I expect price to trade back into. So probably if price come here, we can be looking at this FVG. So this is potential sell area I'll be looking out for. All right. Price to sell from. All right, but let me see daily. Okay, yeah, that area. I'll be looking for price to sell from that area. All right, down to take out these lows. All right, so once price gets here, so this is my H4 POI. Once price gets here, I'll use H1 confirmation. All right, I use H1 confirmation to this point. So yeah, so that's what I'm actually seeing on GR40. All right, so let me see what are other people saying. Solomon, Stanley said a quick Stanley said a quick one. I noticed something yesterday. We got stopped on AUD JPY, but me personally mapped out my complete OB and place my SL just beneath the OB. Okay, I'll check AU. I'll check AUD now. I didn't take AUD. JPY, right? I only took Euro JPY, so I'll check it. And then for GBP JPY, I'm waiting for the confirmation for us to buy on that one. So I'll check that now. Let's see what happened there. So is it safe? Right? He's saying that is it safe to place my SL where it is, or should I, or it should be placed around confirmation entry low, which personally I'm not really comfortable with. Okay, let's check. Let's check that. Let's check that. Okay. Yeah. We got wiped out, right? Okay, now what happens in the POI that you can see here, right? Is this is our POI, okay? This is our POI, and I think when we're taking this trade, we didn't use H1 confirmation. Yeah, you see, we used that's why I was telling you guys that okay, I expect price to come back to I think it was 15 minutes, and that's why I mentioned when we were taking that trade on Euro JPY. I told you that I do not like my confirmation lower than 1 hour. All right, but the 1 hour, I think Trump's mouth, or I don't know if it was Trump, but it was not giving us a very good 1 hour confirmation. Okay, so the 1 hour confirmation later came, but all right. So after this was taken out, the 1 hour confirmation later came, but it's a miss entry. All right, this is it here. It's a miss entry. All right. So that's why when I'm telling you guys how I trade, right? There are certain criteria that I must see in irrespective of the fact that okay, price has gone to my POI and price is buying. If I do not see my H1 confirmation, I do not really want to engage, right? So the only reason why I would still do a recap on the Euro JPY, how we took it, right? How we took our trade on that one. So this did not give us our H1, POI, right? Confirmation, sorry. And then price came back and took out this, right? Still within our POI, our buy POI zone. All right. Someone was saying I should check H4, what my approach would be for H4 CRT. I'm not seeing any H4 CRT. Okay. You're talking about this guy. And this guy is not a major, it's not a major CRT for me. I'd rather take this one. It's not a major CRT for me. From volume, that will be 15 minutes. 15 minutes breakout. Your entry will have been somewhere around here. But no, I wouldn't have taken this. So this price action on this particular pair was actually nice, but the confirmation was not given. And when he finally gave the confirmation, you can see we would have had a miss entry on this one. All right, so let's review Euro JPY and let's see. So that's why I said let me go back to AUD JPY. That's why I said sometimes, right, if you're not really comfortable with your confirmation entry, right, or you don't see the confirmation entry, just take the trade. That's to answer Stanley's question, right? Just take the trade from here, all right, and cover the last swing that had this. You just cover it. If you don't see your confirmation entry on 1 hour, the only issue with this is just that your SL will be big as compared to when you use your 1 hour confirmation here and then put your SL below here. Do you understand? And so that's just the only issues that happens with it. All right. So check Euro JPY and see what happened. Right. So this was our POI. Okay. And like I told you guys that look, the confirmation entry I was supposed to use was here. All right, was here. This is my confirmation entry. But at that time, price has already triggered it. All right, price has already triggered it. But if I enter, I'll have to put my SL below here, which was too big. I explained this. So I had to break this 1 hour confirmation entry, which we had from here. I had to break it into smaller time frame to find structure. So I checked 15 minutes. I think I went straight to 5 minutes, right? And on 5 minutes, And in 5 minutes, this was what we saw that confirmed our this is what we saw that confirmed that entry. All right. So you can see what I saw in 5 minutes. I have to like trace back, and I was still using. I don't come and tell you that using this XYZ to find. It's still the same thing I look for on the higher time frame is what I look for on the lower time frame. Still the logic, core logic of price action. So immediately I saw a sweep. All right, I saw price failing to displace below this, and then price expanded. So this sweep caused this expansion. All right, I pull back, give another sweep. Now this sweep give another expansion, and that was how I caught our entry. All right, so I see entry price, did not come below this sweep that's already happened because while the circle was completed, after a sweep into a volume two expansion, price pulls back and then we continue. All right, so that's why I said once you follow the logic of price action and you see your setup, take it and just hold that trade. All right, regardless of the outcome. If the outcome comes out and takes you out, no problem. But at least you saw it and you executed. All right. Shahib said, "Thank you for your analysis, man. I appreciate it." Yeah, thank you too for being part of this live session. Okay. I think I'm having messages. Let me see. Um, so what pair would you want me to do? Today is Friday. I really do not think of trading, you know, too much, but what do you have that you want me to look at? Real quick, I'm dropping in the comment section and let's see. All right, someone is saying I should check JP225. All right, let's look at that real quick. Right. All right, so I was looking at JP225 this morning, and this is what I have. So let me clear the chart and let's run another analysis on JP225 real quick. If you have any you want me to look at, just drop in the comment section and I will look at it. Right, we'll look at it together. All right, so this is what I have on JP225. All right, so yeah. So now let's check the JP225 quickly, right? So I was having an extensive discussion with V this morning before the live, and he was giving me some aspects, perspective into the current ongoing issues or crisis in the Middle East as regards the US and Iran. And when he said some certain things as regards what his expectations were on the equities such as US 30, JP225, NAS 100 and rest of them, right? Then I could see that I can only see that it aligns with the technical expectations that I was looking out for, right? So I'm expecting price to come take out this low, all right, and price coming to take out this low. Let's see if it aligns on the monthly time frame. So the monthly time frame we had, the weekly time frame. Now we had the sweep here. All right, please disregard this. It was just me running around trade idea. All right, to see the possibilities, but I will share that with you as well, right? So we had the sweep of the weekly high. I've told you guys, anytime you see a candle without a wick, it's liquidity. All right, price will always come back and take it out. You can quote me on that. You can go check it out anytime. You can see it here again. Anytime you see a candle without a wick, it's liquidity. Price will always come and take it out. All right, so that's we had this. All right. Then what happened? What did you see after price taking out this high, and then we had price failing to displace above the previous high, give us a very good indicator that we are bearish, right? And then price came. You can watch what happened at this point here. All right. Watch what happened at this point here. Price got to this point here and then rejected. So this place is serving as a very, very, very strong key level. Price rejected and then finally broke. So now, if this week closes bearish like this, we're going to be shorting JP225 next week. All right, so price has come back into that point, and then price is currently rejecting. All right, so let's check daily time frame and let's see what that data will give to us. Okay, yeah, so you can see we've been having a down push to the downside, but one thing that really sits very well here is that on the daily time frame, you can now see that let's look at this data. Let me take this out. You can now see that we had the what? We had the sweep of previous day, all right, into this volume area. All right, so this whole place is the volume 2. So you can see this whole place is the volume 2. So into this volume area, specifically for more precision, right? It came into this open close key level. All right, for more precision, it came into this open close key level. Okay. And then target is this low. All right. Target was this low. So currently right now, price just took out that target. So what's the next expectations? Right now, remember that on the weekly time frame, right, we are reacting off here, and price is not going to stop until it takes out this low. All right, so we have this low liquidity to be taken out. We have this guy to be taken out. So having set our directional bias to be bearish, now let us now see where exactly are we looking for price to stop. All right, so for me, I'll be looking at areas like this. So you can see that we had some sort of low, high, low, high. Okay, so we've broken structure here. Let's use the structure base right now to examine this. So that's why I say I want to share you guys my trade idea as to why I marked up that place for a buy. All right, we had this. All right, and then we had this guy. All right, now don't forget that we have been bullish so far, in the past few months, right, on JP225 until currently we started having some pullback. So we have some line of liquidity here that are prepared to be taken out. All right, trend line liquidity that are prepared to be taken out soon. All right, so what am I expecting? So if price will react from here and don't take out this low, then I should be expecting this apex volume 2 to be taken out. I mean to hold price, right? That was the trade idea I was getting. So after all these are taken, and I'll be expecting price to come take out all the liquidity to target here. All right, so that's my trade idea. So for now, and then to back up this, I have to check, okay, this volume 2, what does it represent on the weekly and monthly time frame? So when I check the monthly time frame, you can see it's a rejection block, volume 2, very strong, reacting off another volume 2, causing an order flow. All right, so and then we have these 2 that we marked as inducement or liquidity that needs to be taken out. All right, now let's check what it is. What does it represent on the monthly time frame? So when you check the monthly time frame, you can realize that these 2 liquidity right now is actually inside the what? A fair value gap. All right, so it's making more technical sense. All right, as to why we should be looking at this area and why we should be expecting price to fall to the downside compared to the fact that we have actually aligned with the macroeconomics and what I think shortly after when I make this analysis with what you guys are dropping on the chart, V will come in and explain the macro perspective and give you some insight as to what his expectations are on the equities. Okay, so since we have this, right, we have this as our liquidity points. So now how do we take advantage of this current drop to the downside, right? So since price has actually closed, so we're waiting for today to close. All right, Now, if today if this week, that is this week, once it closes, then with this rejection, it has given us a sign that okay, we should be looking, to sell. All right, to the downside. Then we look for confluences, on the 4 hour time frame that will give us that sell confirmation. All right, sell confirmation. So I should be looking at areas like this. I should be looking at areas like this for confirmation to sell. All right, this that's a volume. We have this as inducement. So I should be looking for areas like this for sell continuation. All right, areas like this for sell continuation. Yeah, so that's my perspective on this particular trade setup. And of course, when price gets to that area, you ensure to use confirmation entry on your H1 time frame, which I've taught you guys. So don't just mark out areas and then enter directly. Always use your confirmation entry. Okay. So that's what I have on JP225. I hope that was helpful. Let's check again. Someone is trying to check US 30. I thought I did check US 30. Abi? Or is that this US 30? So US 30 is actually the same bias. I think okay, we did this yesterday already. All right, so we had a misentry. All right, we had a misentry. So apparently that misentry is going to serve as what? It's going to serve as liquidity. All right, so we have an FVG here. So we expect price to trade back into this point, and then so he aligns with what they call it with JP225. They are all equities, but let's look at it. Let's look at it from this perspective. So we had on the monthly, we're having a current, okay, and we've been bullish. So I really do not expect too much from this. So we can see this same thing I just told you guys about, right? On the weekly, we have this, and you see this candle here doesn't have a wick. Anytime you see a candle does not have a wick, it's liquidity. All right, you can see another one here again. See another one here again. All right, so they're all liquidities. All right, then we had price give a sweep here, and then after that sweep, what do you see? An expansion. So I'm expecting price to fall back to this point to give us a buy continuation. All right, only with confirmation entry, right? Buy continuation from here. But in the meantime, we're focused on current price action. So if we have liquidities below, then where are we expected to sell from? All right, so I expect price to pull back into this level. All right, into this level, and then give us, confirmation to sell further. All right, so we already marked this yesterday. We only just had a misentry, but of course, price is coming back there because this our POI was not triggered at all. All right, so we expect price to come back into this point using confirmation on 1 hour, and then we dump further. Okay, so those are my expectations on the equities, and of course, like I said, V will come and and educate us using the macroeconomics on what we should expect. All right, in alignment with the technicals. Someone is saying I should check. What else? What else? What else? Good day, Chief. This is Osari. Can you take a look at BTC and CHFJPY? All right, I will not take a look at BTC because FS Queen is looking at that. All right, so when she gives update on that, you can follow up with that currently, right? I only give my analysis based on pairs that my other colleagues are not looking at currently. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's look at this. Look at this. So on the monthly time frame, you can see, you would agree with me that we have been ranging. All right, so that's why you can see I mapped out something there. I was explaining to someone when I see a range, I run away from ranges, right? Because it's kind of very, very, very difficult to trade. So you can see we're in a range. All right, and to get more explicit view of this, let's check the weekly time frame. So you can see we're in a range. I was teaching you guys here how to like trade the range, how to what to look out for during the range, right? So let's apply that to this, right? So let's look for the true range. So this was what started the range, the high and the low. So we're going to take out of the range. Now we're going to look for the highest high and the highest low. So currently, right now, you can see that this is the highest high, and this remains the low of the range. So we're going to take this midpoint, this um, point, and then we're going to search what happened. We're going to check what happened at the equilibrium level. All right. So at the equilibrium level, what do you see? Each time price gets to this point, price rejects, breaks. Give me a moment. So I'm back here. So you can see when price gets to the midpoint, you see how price got to the midpoint, broke above, came back, rejected, came back, rejected, broke below, came back, broke, came back to see if you can go back, broke, went above, rejected and went above, came back, broke, came back again, broke, and then rejected again and went above, came back, broke below, tried to break back above and have been rejecting from this midpoint. So what exactly should I be looking out for? Left to me, I don't, once I see the range, I go away because you know why? You can see and then you get to this price reverses back. All right. You can see a sell and price gets to this point and reverse. So if you are going to trade a range, you get your entry from a sell and your TP will be here. If you catch a buy from the midpoint, your TP will be here. If you catch a sell from here, your TP will be here. You don't catch a buy from here and aim to this point, all right? Because there are tendencies where price will get to that midpoint and reverse, or price gets straight to your tip. So that's why it's called a range. All right. So I tend to always avoid trading the range. All right. So for this currently right now, not like I can't trade the range, but I would just stay out of it. All right. I'd rather just stay. What sort of price action is this? All right. I'd rather just stay out of the range. All right. So let me even see what we can even get from here. If there's anything at all. I get this high. For now, we can just we had this based on any volume. As you see, I don't have any volume to call this the CRT, right? So we are bullish to catch this high. That's all I can see here. But if I this volume as anything, I want to see the price close below here. If price does not close below here, then this we're inside this volume two. All right, we're inside this volume two. So my expectations now would be I want to see price take out this high. All right, so inside the range, okay, good. Yeah, so we're dealing with this volume two here. So inside the range, right, the only thing I'm seeing currently with the current price action is bullish. All right, and currently after this week, we had an expansion price traded back to this level. So that CHFJPY is going to target this high. And that's all I can do if at all I want to trade the range. This particular range is all I can see. All right, so this is all I can see. All right, so and if you want to still catch this, let's see if there is a possible entry for you to catch this. So we had this sweep, we had this guy as the confirmation, and we're currently trading out the confirmation. So what else should I see? So you see, it's the price action is not giving me a good structure, so it's not giving me. It's even still ranging inside the. It's still ranging inside the range, so it's really not. It's not giving me a very good price action. So you can see that price has already actually triggered from our confirmation entry, but came back to entry. So what other points area can I look out for? Because I've not even fulfilled taking out this high, so it's still inside. As means I'm taking out this high now, I can now say okay, price is going to come back to somewhere around here. But after price triggered and triggered our confirmation entry, it has just been ranging within this high and then the confirmation entry, right? So it's just this is where we having profit loss, profit loss. SL you know go hit, TP you know go hit. Just giving you high blood pressure. So for me, that's what I have, right? All right. So what else again should we look at? I hope that was helpful. Okay, Shahib said, I'm new to your channel. It's not my channel. It's actually Funded Verse. Funded Verse only brought me on here to trade live. Not me alone, brought myself, FX Queen and V to trade live with you guys, right? So that's what we are here for. All right. So You are new to Funded Verse channel. You found it yesterday. Would you mind analyzing Nasdaq? It would be highly appreciated, and kudos to your analysis. Okay, Shahib. All right, look at that. Nas 100, Nas 100, Nas 100. So let's see. I should believe it's the same, as the other equities that I analyzed here. Okay, what do we have here? The fuck? What is that going to press now? Okay, sorry, I don't know what I pressed, but let me see. Let me see. I don't know what I pressed. All right. Okay. So let's look at NAS 100 as Shahib requested. All right. So NAS 100 is having the same view as it's still under the equities, right? Having the same view as I'm having the same view on it as US 30, JP225. They're all equities, right? So you can see we're currently bearish. We've taken out this high on the monthly time frame. So what do you expect? You should expecting price to come take out this low, and then this is just not the draw on liquidity. We have an expansion here after we had a sweep, the most recent. All right, we had a sweep, we had an expansion, so you expect price to pull back. All right, so we have this level for price to pull back into. All right, we have the level of price could pull back into. So our draw on liquidity, will be this target into this fair value gap. All right, so we'll be looking at all these areas. So we are bearish. Directional bias is bearish. So let's see if we can get a fit. We've been having some range on the weekly time frame. We've been ranging, that area. So let's study the range. I always like to study my range. All right, so look for the high and the low of the range, which is this guy. All right, so let's see what happened within the times of this range on the weekly time frame. All right, so you can see that price has been ranging at this point. We are breaking below the range, so we're breaking out of the range. All right, so on the weekly time frame with the range, we can say I do not have a sweep here, but I have a sweep here and a failure to displace above this high. So that suggests a bearish trend. So we've gone down, we had another swing high, and then we move. So looking at the recent breakouts, all right, price traded back into that. Traded back. So if this week closes like this, see the way this candle is, if it closes like this with this rejection, then we're going to be selling throughout next week. All right, we're going to be selling throughout next week. All right, yeah. So of course, we now also had a breakout here. So we're going to be looking at this area for next week. Let's just look at how this actually plays out today. Today is the last week. So this is our area we're expecting price to pull back into. All right, we're expecting price to pull back into this point. And then what classifies this? Now let me show you what classified this. All right, so let's delete this so that we don't have our eyes, with a whole lot of nonsense. All right. So you can see, looking at the line chart, we've been having series of downtrends. All right, so the last high created this low, the last high took out this low, and we're having a new high that's taking out the lows, right? So you can see on this, we had this break. All right, we had this break on the daily time frame, which price is currently reacting from. All right, so we want to see price close below here. So next week, this will be our POI for a sell continuation. All right, into this, down below. All right, so today just determines what we should look out for. But so far so good. We've had our directional bias on the monthly time frame, and we have our draw on liquidity. So it's only safe for us to expect more sales. All right, so that's what I have on. I hope that was helpful. Shahib. All right, this is Chim Zuru Moke. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but voltage, of course, voltage is power. In God we trust, in voltage we execute. All right, so any other we should be looking at, let me know. Let me check our trade setup on EuroJPY. What we're having, price is still, you see, this is an example of an uptrend. Is it bullish consolidation, right? So price is still bullish, but it's going to be like going up, going down, going up, going down, that kind of thing, right? So we're actually taking out this particular level. So, and we had a sweep. So we can just expect price to pull back in and continue. We had the sweep here. All right. So liquidity plus volume established expansion. So we want price to come back into the volume that's created after the liquidity for further expansion to the upside. So there's nothing really, for us to do here. What's this? Sheila is saying your chart is still the monthly. Okay, so please, nobody told me. I was just talking here. So tell me, where exactly did you? Okay, that was NAS. So I ended up before we had that change. So I ended up on what NAS, right? Please confirm so that I can redo it again if you didn't see it. It was NAS 100, right? So I should do it again, right? Confirm so that I can know. It's in NAS 100. That was the last analysis I did. So confirm so I can redo it again. Is my chart moving now? Okay, so the last part you guys saw me analyzing was the monthly time frame on NAS, right? NAS 100. Okay, good. So let me show you guys what I was saying again, right? Please confirm that before I go. I don't want to talk again and not have any reference to what I'm giving by you guys, right? Confirm in the comment section. Okay, all right. So let's redo NAS again. All right, NAS was requested by Shahid. So this is what I'm seeing on the monthly time frame, right? On the monthly time frame, we are bearish, and I have the same view when it comes to all equities. So okay, thank you. It's moving now. Okay, thank you. All right. So I have the same views when it comes to all equities. Equities such as NAS 100, JP225, US 30, right? And I'm bearish not only on the technicals, but with the feedback I got from V based on the macroeconomics, it's bearish. So you can see currently right now we had this sweep on the high, on the monthly high, and we're targeting this low. So our drawn liquidity is here. Our directional bias is bearish. All right. Now, why is it bearish? Now, if you look at this, also we had a sweep at this point, right? Most recent, we had a sweep, and we had what, a break. All right. And now that break has given us what, this as volume. All right. This is now a new volume. All right. So our volume is even combined with what, a much more bigger volume, because we have FVG here too. All right. So this whole area are places we look for confirmation to buy. All right, when price gets here, right? So you cannot say, because it's like the monthly time frame, you cannot say I want to put my SL below here. So there's a point where price will get to, and that will give you confirmation in the lower time frame to buy from. So for now, we are bearish. Now, what are we looking for on the weekly time frame? Now on the weekly time frame, we've been what? We've been ranging. So let's study this our range. All right, let's study this our range. I've taught you guys how to study the range. All right, and let's check this our range. So this is the last high and the last low of the range. So let's draw this to this point and then study our range and see what's really happening, because we're currently breaking out of the range. If you can see this. All right, so currently right now you can see how price has been playing around within the midpoint. Okay, you see how price got to this point, rejected, and then price pulled back into it. So far so good. We have broken out of the range. All right, or we are breaking out of the range. We've not yet broken out in full. So currently right now you can see this was the last point that price swept. All right, price failed to displace above this high, which is an indicator of what? Of a downtrend. Then what happened next? Price has been given, let's check H4, let's check daily. So you can see that price has been giving us a structure to the downside after that failure to displace above the high. So you can see we've been having higher high and lower high, lower low, lower high, and broke the structure. Okay, so now looking at this, now we have to now trace what really happened otherwise. So let's take this out so that we don't confuse ourselves. Let's take this out. All right, so you can now see that, okay, this was the last breakout. All right, daily, that price is reacting from, and that's also a volume 2, which is an FVG. I see an NVG here. All right. So where's our target? Having seen this, right? Our target is this low. All right. So that's why we are bearish. All right. So don't forget that on the monthly time frame, we're still getting to this point. So we're only waiting for price to displace and close below this level. Was price closes below this level today with a body, then the next target is here. But now, how do we now find our entry to target this target, right? Once price closes today below this level, right? Is one on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, we're rejecting from here. All right, we're currently rejecting from here. So we want to see today close bearish like this. We want to see today closes like this candle like this. All right. Then our sell confirmation, sell continuation has been confirmed. All right. So once the price close below that level, then take out this low and close below this level with the body. All right. Once it closes below this level with the body, then our entry, our POI will now be here. All right. We'll wait for price to pull back into this zone. So this will be our POI for next week. Once the candle closes the way we want it to close or the way we expect it to close, right? This will be our POI for next week. All right. So what we're looking at for next week is, let me delete all this so that we don't confuse ourselves. So all we're looking at for next week is once the price pull back into this and then dump. Well, these are our final target, but dump to this area. So I am I am bearish on NAS 100. All right, haven't set those criteria, being met, then I'm bearish and we're targeting this low. All right, so that's that on that. So someone is saying, I think this himself says, sir, I need you to advise on something from last 2 years, but still not profit.
Okay, V, am I the only one that cannot hear and come on clearly?
Am I breaking? I've been talking here since.
Okay, go ahead, you're clear now.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, so yeah, so for for Shoaib, he's saying that you know he started trading last 2 years. He's been addicted to, is he addicted? I wouldn't want to. Okay, yeah, he's been addicted to fast, P&L. So he's been scalping, and then he wants to switch to swing trading, but he doesn't think he would be able to do that. Now, I would advise you like this, right? You need to know yourself. It's not about you switching to swing trading. It's what we call trader archetype. Meaning you need to know your personality. All right, you need to understand your personality as a person. Then to now reflect to what exactly you're going to be looking out for as a trader. All right, so scalpers are the impatient ones. It's not bad to be impatient. Some people are just like that, and it's called fast and furious. All right, so if you're fast and furious, it means that you are thinking more smarter, you are having more accuracy, more precision in your entry. All right. Now there are some people who are balanced. So the day traders, they're just there. All right. They can hold trades into 4 hours, 3 hours, a day. They also want fast P&L, but they are balanced. Then they have the slow and steady, which is the swing traders. Very slow, and they just want things to just be moving with peace of mind. So if you know you are not that, me, I'm not a swing trader because I really don't have that tenacity to be really, really I'm also in a fast pace, but my fast pace too is not that too fast. So I'm striking a balance between, my calmness and my wanting to get things real quick. All right, so I'm fit to be a day trader. I know how many times I've been dragged to be swing trader. FX is a swing trader, V is a swing trader, right? And these guys, I'm always having trades with them, and sometimes they're like, okay, swing trade on AUD NZD, right? I took that trade. I'm currently on the trade, right? All right. So I only took that trade because I'm around swing traders, but it doesn't stop me from executing my day trading, right, which I'm more comfortable with. All right. So if you feel that you are that addicted to the fast PNL, there are people who are really good scalpers. In fact, you have to learn from a scalper. You have to look for a scalper who is, if you want to learn swing trading, go and meet FX Queen, go and meet V. These are swing traders. They will teach you how to swing trade. That if you know that your personal arc time is, boiled down to swing trading, you don't like the rush, you like things to be calm, you can wait, you are patient enough. These are your go-to guys. You will not come to me for swing trade because I don't really, swing trade. I day trade. So if you've got day trading, yeah, you can come to me. I can teach you how to day trade. For scalpers, you have to go and look for a very, very, very good scalper and learn positions. They are very, very, very high precision with their entry. All right. So that's the advice I can give to you. You don't just say, oh, because of I'm seeing Uncommon doing day trading here, or I'm seeing FS Queen doing swing trading and V, then I want to do no, you have to check yourself. For me, swing trading cannot work for swing trading can work for me. All right, it can work for me, but it's not something I will always want to do. I prefer doing day trading. Scalping can never work for me. You see it, so I can still so you even if you find it find a way to balance, right? I can't see um FX Queen can tilt into day trading, but I cannot see her go into scalping. Neither can I see V do that, right? Because they are more on that other side. Me, I'm the balance. I can scalp and I can still uh swing, but I prefer to swing than to scalp. All right, but I'm a day trader, right? So at the end of the day, you need to really understand yourself. Look for your personality in the market. All right, know yourself before you come into this market. All right, so that's the advice I can give to you. Optimist Prime sounds like this movie, this
Transformer.
Optimus
Transformer.
Prime. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so I should check USD card. All right, let's see what USD card is saying currently, right? I think I had something on USD card. I had something on USD card. Okay, let me see. So for USD card, I'm hoping the month closes like this. All right, I'm hoping the month closes like this, but because looking at this on the monthly time frame, where is price coming from and where is price going to? We had this region, which price is currently rejected from, and then we had this sweep. All right, the sweep caused this expansion. This expansion has given us what? A volume. All right, and then price is currently at the volume. So I want to see this candle close to confirm a bullish move. All right, to confirm a bullish move. But so far so good. Looking at this one particular candle, right? This particular one candle, this one. What do I see? Because this particular one candle has only one work to do. The only work it has to do is to go up, go down, go up, go. There's no other work it has to do. Go up, go down. So let's see if we can get the up, down, inside. So on the weekly time frame, what do I see? I see a CRT of the weekly, which has been swept. All right, coming off, this. Let's just use this zone. All right, any of these key levels are the volume. So coming up this volume, right? So what do I expect price to do? I expect price to come back into this point, this low here, into this low. That's what I expect price to do. But we'll check. We'll check. All right. So I expect price to come back into this low and give me something like this to take out this high. At most this high. I know that monthly is suggesting that we should take out this entire high. All right. Monthly is suggesting that we should take out the entire high, which is here. But I'm not a swing trader. Okay. So I have my eyes on the closest target at all times. All right. So let's now investigate this on the daily and see if we have a very good alignment. Okay, good. So you can see on the daily, all right, in as much as I'm expecting price to get here, this whole point, all right, this whole point is my area for a buy because we have sweep that happened here, which is a previous week, and then we have this volume two. We expect price because sweep has given us what expansion. So this volume two, the whole of this place is where we're expecting price to buy from. So I expect price to sell. Now looking at current price action, we're inside an FVG, and then what do you see here? Price has done what? Price has swept this daily high. All right, so what do you expect price to do? We're expecting price to come and take out this low. Now, this low is serving as what? Inducement for this volume two. So, currently, right now, I'm bearish. All right, so let's look for how we can catch a bearish move to take out this low. H4, if we have clarity based on structure, then we might take it. All right, so good. We have this reaction from here, which price taking back. All right, and then we had a rejection which swept liquidity multiple times, as a matter of fact. All right, but I have not seen an expansion. All right, so we've been ranging. I've not seen an expansion, but let's see if 1 hour can give us something. All right, so we had this sweep into, let me delete all this right now. We already know what's happened here. So we had this sweep into this volume, which is causing the sell. All right, this has actually swept this particular guy, which is causing the sell. So what happened next? We had price coming to this level. Okay, so actually, I expect price to sell from here. All right, if price decides to revisit back here again, then fine. All right, sell from here to take out this low. Okay, to take out this low. All right, take out this low. Then once we take out this low, next week possibly we look for buy areas. Anytime price gives us confirmation of reversal from here, and then we buy up to this guy. All right, so I'm waiting for. I'm expecting price to sell to this point. All right, and give me a buy to this point. These are my expectations on USD card. Okay, that's my expectation. I did this analysis yesterday, so the same thing. Just that now I'm just looking at the sell, written to sell to that buy area. All right, so this is what I'm looking at on USD card. I can't take. Shahib said I can't take decisions. I can't take decisions so quickly. Or no, I can't take decisions so quickly, but I can easily hold a trade for 3 to 4 days and can manage my trades, but addicted to scalping as it gives me instant gratification. Okay, then you have to work on yourself. If you can, if you know you can actually hold trades 3 to 4 days, that's like that means you can actually engage in swing in day trading. So you just need to curb your greed because at this point now, greed they cost that thing.
Okay,
All right,
I'll come on.
Ima.
Sorry, before you proceed,
Yeah.
let me
All
answer
right.
let me answer Saib, if you're listening to me, the first thing I'm going to tell you is the kind of person you are. Like I'll come and said, your personality determines the kind of trader you are. Because my own person is the reason why I became a swing trader is because the first knowledge I learned was based on swing trading one, and to the kind of work I do, I'm always busy. So if you're someone that's a 9 to 5 worker, or if you don't always have time on your chart, come into swing trading. Do you understand? The aspect of you saying you can hold trade 3 to 4 days is not everybody that can hold a trade. Do you understand? And see minor pullbacks and don't get panicked by it. Because swing traders, alright, they should be able to be disciplined. Because I can swing a trade for 12 days and that particular trade will come straight into my POI before it moves again. Do you understand? So if you're saying 3 to 4 days holding of a trade, it doesn't make you a swing trader. You need to be able to be disciplined to be a swing trader, to be able to forget the trade. I'm sure we can literally agree with me when I say that there's sometimes we hold trades, we won't forget that we're even holding this trade. We just open an empty file, we just say, I've been holding this trade since for over 1 month. That's how swing traders are. It will get to a point that you won't forget you're on a trade because your mind is set on I'm not trading. Do you understand? Like the trade is not happening to me. You say I recently graduated and working on 9 to 5, so I'm not profitable yet. Okay, good and fine. You're a 9 to 5 worker. That even gives you more reason why you should come into swing trading because you hardly have time on your phone. Now, the swing trading aspect is now based on how do you swing trade. I see some people that are trading SMC as a swing trader, people that are trading ICC as a swing trader. So ask yourself is what strategy can you work with that will help you to swing trade better, because swing trade is all about taking trade from the swing high to the swing low and targeting wherever you want to target, right? So if you're a 9 to 5 worker, then come to swing trading, and that's your habit of instant gratification, please stop it. It's not going to help you even as a scalper or a day trader or a swing trader, because uncommon that is a day trader, he has days that even if he has 2 L's for a day, he stops. Do you understand? And even if he doesn't see any trade for a day, he doesn't trade, he doesn't force anything. There are some days that me and uncommon will be checking the chart and be like, there's no trade for today. We'll just be like, okay, let's go and sleep, let's go and do something else. Simple as that. But I feel like for your case, you want to be always productive. Now, I said something that being inactive is also productivity, because the best way to trade is not actively trading, because it's better I don't trade than to lose a trade because I felt like I need to force something to happen. So if you're a 9 to 5 worker, please and please ask yourself, are you able to hold a trade? Not only hold, be disciplined enough to hold it to the very end. Or if you can't, then go to day trading, but don't feel like you need to be active every single day to make money, because there's some days you come on the chat, you lose money rather than make money. You get my point? So like Uncommon said, you need to work on yourself on that you feeling the need to be active every single time. All right. So if you drop any comments again, I'm just gonna reply to it. So Uncommon, over to you.
All right, so it's like I'm seeing is the trade entry on USD card, right, for a sell using 5 minute confirmation. So if price can close below this point, all right, the next candle pulls back into here and then you can sell. All right, so yeah, I think I'm seeing, but if it doesn't close below here, then this is invalid. So let's just watch. All right, let's just watch and see if we can get a sell from here. All right, so let me see. Who else again? Please, can you check USD CHF Max Lord? Okay, so let me delete this first. Let me put an alert here. If price closes below here, we sell. If price closes above here, we look for another entry. You can see it's going back up, so no confirmation yet. So let me just put this wait. If price closes above here, I look for another confirmation entry till we can catch that sell. If I say I will catch that sell with you now. All right, it's like I'll catch that sell with you guys, because after the sweep and the reaction from the volume two, we've been having price on the downside, on the downtrend. You can see it's price. We've been swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. So I might likely want to catch that with you guys. All right, so let me just put my alert here. Anywhere we market go, I do. All right, USD CHF. Someone says to check that. Okay. So what do we have on USD CHF? Apparently. So let's check and see what the data on the high time frame is giving us. Whatever this is, only God knows. My problem with analysis in public like this is that you guys start making me see plenty trade. Me, I'm a very lazy analyst. I can analyze very well, but I'm very lazy in terms of looking at. Once I just check 1, 2, 4 pairs and I see what I'm looking for in two, I don't care checking the rest again. But once I'm on a live trading session, that's why I paused live trading session at one point, because check this one. Before I knew it, I'm having like 8 trades to take in a day, and now I don't know which one to choose from. All right, so basically right now you can see that we're having price. USD card has reacted from somewhere. Let's see. Where is that pay? I think that's taking out the high, so we should be expecting it to give us another confirmation if it has taken out that high. Okay, good. So we'll be following it to any point it wants to give us confirmation to sell in 5 minutes, because we're inside the H1 POI. All right, so I'm expecting anywhere around here. Anywhere around here will give us that break. All right, maybe somewhere here. All right, we should get that confirmation somewhere around here. All right, so let's wait for price to get here. Then once we see 5 minute confirmation, we can sell. All right, so this is looking really good. All right, so let me put the alert here. Anywhere it gives me confirmation for 5 minutes, I'll sell this. All right, so USD CHF, where are we? Where were we? All right, USD CHF, CHF. Okay, so on CHF, on the weekly time, on the monthly time frame, we've been having some significant move to the upside. All right, and currently right now, we can see that the monthly time frame is actually reacting from this level. Okay, all right, so I don't really need to know, like, it's been bullish, all right, so I don't need too much data. I just need this guy. All right, so currently right now, we are bullish on the monthly time frame. On the weekly time frame, what do we see? Okay, good. On the weekly time frame, we just had a breakout, so it is solid that we are bullish. All right, the question now is, where's our target? All right, so since we are bullish, where is our target? And our bullish breakout or the origin is coming from here, which is perfect. So where's our target? My problem is target. If I don't have target, it's as good as not even having any trade. So let's say I can look at this guy as my target for now. All right, for now, I can look at this guy as my target. All right, so let's see if we have something, because next week can pull back into this point and then we buy, or as long as this week is concerned, this candle has only one walk. Go up, go down, go up, go down. So there's going to look for volume 2 that could sponsor price to the upside on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, okay, we had a break at this point. We had a break at this point. Like, it's at this point now. I almost spoke pigeon now. It's at this point that all the analysis scatter. All right, so let me see what's happening on the left. Okay, nothing significant. All right, so I think I have this break on this point. USD card has given a signal again. I have this break at this point, right? So I'll be looking for price to trade back into this level. All right, into this level. Don't ask me why, don't ask me how. It's experience. All right, and let me check H4 if we have any clarity there. Okay, so I'll be expecting price. I didn't see a sweep on this, but I'll be expecting price to trade back into this level. All right, to give us a buy continuation for today. All right, if at all price can move all that. All right, but I'm not seeing anything significant basically. All right, so if price can move, give us all that move, then price will come and take out this low. All right, price will come and take out this low, which is the daily low. All right, that will be our inducement for that level. All right, so that's the only place I know that yes, I can wait for price to come into. All right, to come and take it out. But for now, on the H4, I'm seeing this CRT, but I will not bank on this because there's no volume that can pinpoint to give me that expansion. So I'd rather just wait for price to pull back to the downside. All right. So USDCHF, I basically don't have anything significant. All right. The only thing I can say, okay, if I thought I want to take this trade, is that I want to see price close below this guy. If price close below this guy because of that sweep, then I want to see price come back into it and then dump. This is the only thing I can bank on if I want to take a sell. All right, but I'd rather just wait for price to come back here and then go. So that's what I have on this particular pair, and that's subject to today's close. All right. From next week, I'll do another reanalysis again and see. So for today, I can expect price to dump to this guy and then continue. We had a sweep here, failure to displace above this guy should give us an expansion. Once we get that expansion, price pull back, and then we target this low. Someone said I should check. Okay, yeah, let's check our USD card and see if we have gotten any confirmation. All right, so price is still buying. It's still buying to that level. So I think at this point I'll have to like keep. I have to move my alert to this place and this place. All right, and this place. So we're trying to catch a confirmation entry, so we're focused on this candle, this black candle. So let's see. Failure to displace above here and close the body. then that's the first indicator. Close to the body below this low, then that's our confirmation. All right. So yeah. So what else do we have in the comment section? Stanley say, how do you read this candle of going up and down? Is there a technique for it? Okay. Let me give you a simple approach about that. Right now, you should be able to. That's why I taught you guys. Try those of you in the university, in your common university. I taught you guys. All right, that you see this candle now. You see this candle now. So let's say this candle now. This is the volume two. All right, and then this candle now has come. We're expecting price to get here, and then price what buys from here. But now it got this month. Now it now got to this point early before the month close. So if that's going to this point, you know that okay, from here we're supposed to buy. So if this candle, right, if this candle now is now reacting from here, it has only one job. Comes down, reacts. That's like this. All right, comes into this point. Either react and go up, or it just goes like so. It has only one job because it already gotten to this place early. So at this point, the only job it has just to be going up and down like this. At most, it will just start pushing and close for the next candle to continue. So our anticipation now is that since you have gotten here now, we now have to look for volume tools that are below in this candle on the other time frame to see what if they can be pushing price till the month closes. All right, we have 7 more days for it to close. So at most, this candle can just close somewhere and get to the high, hit your TP, then get to this point, close. Then next month we look for another volume two on the lower time frame for the next month candle to open and then start continuing. All right. So at the end of the day, you just need to be able to. I don't have to explain it, but you need to be able to look at it from a researcher's perspective. You don't study the market based on I want to study and know. You have to look at it from a researcher perspective. You have is it hypothesis they used to call it? You have your hypothesis, your theory, blah blah blah. Then all those things will actually give you insight to much more. That's why I tell people study. Study does not just mean I've seen a sweep, price has come in. You will study this candle, you study time, everything. You put them into perspective. That's what's going to make you a very fluid and flexible trader. All right. So Shahib said, I recently graduated and working on my 9 to 5. I'm not profitable yet. Okay, FSQ has answered that. Um, when do I try this? Wasn't it myself? I just blew my prop account. Okay. All right. So let's check our trades currently. Let's see how Euro JPY is behaving because that's been ranging
All right.
to the upside.
Oh, come on. Before you proceed, let me
Okay.
answer Shaib. And Saib, he said you can hold the trade, but whenever you do, the trade reverses on you, hits your SL and you blow your proper account. Now, I was literally like that before, in the sense that Uncommon knows that there was one time that I got an account, right? And this account I was up some percentage. And then I lost the percentage, that's the profit I made, and the account was gone. And after that, I started having back to back losses. And the thing was this, the one problem or the one issue I did was I was switching strategies. I was thinking that the issue was the strategy that I was trading, not understanding that I needed to go into more depth knowledge on how to apply that particular strategy effectively. Now, what am I saying is this? After the few months I wasted, because I call them wasted months, because the fact that you're changing strategy simply means that you are extending the time you're meant to perfect the one you already know, and learning new ones are not necessary. But I did not say knowledge is for waste, because those ones I learned it literally helped me to shape the way I see the market today. Now, if you are taking trades and you reverses and hit your SL, it's very simple because you might not understand those entry points you are taking might be liquidity levels, or that was not meant to be your main entry point for that particular trade, right? So I feel like you lack the basic understanding of structure itself, because even if you have the knowledge of any strategy, structure is one thing that most traders don't understand when they're trying to take a trade. So right now, say work on your foundation. Don't look at getting any proper account because it's literally messing with your psychology right now. Work on your foundation, understand market structure, understand how to get direct POIs. Because as a swing trader, you need to know the exact place price is going to react to for the next pro trend, right? So work on your foundation, and then before, like in few weeks, you're gonna see changes, right? Because I always drop my outlook, my insights. I even drop all the trades I'm taking on trading right here on this live section here on YouTube. I drop those 3 trades for you guys here. Do you understand? But I always drop my outlook on my public channel right there. So work on your foundation. Just work on your foundation, my guy. And before you know it, you're gonna see changes. You're really gonna see changes. So yeah, any comments drop again, I'll just check it out. I'm free, I'll reply to you back. So come on, over to you.
All right.
Hold on,
So
hold on, hold on. I hear
well,
MT5. Which trade did you place? Who plays that trade? Who plays that?
come
Is
on,
it
you
V? Okay.
no,
Okay,
I
V
mean,
no day.
you know,
Which
this
trade
year,
did you
yeah,
place?
five. Like
Which
this
trade did you
goodbye.
place? Come back here.
Now goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Okay,
V is in the goodbye. Don't enter the buy since. I just wait for more confirmation, but I will share that with you guys, right? So for
okay.
goodbye, I'm waiting for price to this candle. We have about 1 hour, 12 minutes for the price. You know, we had this buy area earlier, right? So I just when I woke up this morning, I was having some issues, so I could not look at the chart, right? So I want this candle to close above here, and then we'll look for more buys. All right, to this point. All right. So today we're going to be buying gold. All right. Though don't forget, gold has been in a range, but after this expansion that pulled back, you expect price to retrace. So we're going to be buying gold to at least this point. All right. So once I get a confirmation, I'll share it here, maybe by New York session. All right, because we have less than 10 minutes, right, to close the London session, and this candle has 1 hour, 11 minutes, all right, to close. So by New York session, you should have cooked, and I'll send the trade setup. We'll take this trade together as well, right? Okay, so I think that's all we have for today, except you guys have any questions you want to ask. Shahib said, can I DM you? Yes, you can DM FX Queen on X. FX Queen, you might want to tell him your handle so that, or I don't know, so that he can send you a DM to talk about his trading. All right. FX Queen, are you there?
Okay, my handle is at Princess Elendo. So once you just see Princess Elendo FX Queen is just there. I think the person on blue polo and dreads. That's my profile picture.
All right. So who do we have? Uncommon is Stanley. This is Stanley. Uncommon said, sorry, he said Uncommon, we have 4 FVG, that's H4 FVG for sales. Okay. All right. So we have he said we have H4 FVG for sales. Is it safe to look for? Is it safe to look for entry once the first 4 hour candle closes inside the FVG? Okay. Okay. Now let me show you something there. Let me show you something. Price price will likely ignore this first FVG. All right. And the reason why is, look, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Price is actually respecting what? The daily FVG. All right, price actually respecting the daily FVG. And don't forget, we are on a volume tool. Let's just call it like a support zone, right? Which price had swept liquidity and expanded. So price only came back into the volume. See this, you see the sweep and the expansion. This whole place is the volume tool. So price only came into the volume tool. So we are bullish. All right, we are bullish. Price only just came. As long as price does not, if price take out this low, then this confirmation for this buy has failed. Then we just looking for sales down to 3,008. Looking for sales down to like 3,008. But as long as this confirmation is concerned, after this week we had a break to the upside. Price inside the volume two. All right, price came inside that same volume two again. I had another price induced and took out this low here, and then had this expansion. So price now is inside the what do you call this thing? The remember we're in a range, so it can be confusing like that because it's a range. So price now came back into this point, and this point you're having here is the midpoint of the daily FVG. And I've told you guys about FVGs. Price can come into the FVG, use the week and touch whatever, and then still close the week within the FVG and then start buying. So if price pulls up to this point, 'cause we can't forget the fact that we're in a range. We can't forget that fact. So if price pulls up, since we're in a range, we are not going to do anything significant. We're not expecting any long buy or any long sell. Some people are holding this trade to push to the upside. But me, if I want to take this trade, I want to ensure that I am out of this range. See this range here. I want to make sure that we are fully broken out of this range if I start looking for any buys or sells. We are fully broken. So I am only just trading to where, look at the midpoint of the range. I'm only trading to this point. And if you check this point on the H4 time frame, right, is the extreme 4 hour. Look at this 4 hour level here. That's where the midpoint is. Once I get to that point, I don't come off for market because we're in a range. I'm not here to come and do buyers will sell, sellers will sell. I'm not in a range. Is where I call it slaughterhouse. Is where buyers and sellers are trying to prove who has the more power. I don't do that. I'm an investor. Once I'm in line with, I pay allegiance to the people who are dominant. So after their slaughterhouse battle, once they've broken out of the range, if it's buyers that win, I follow buyers. If it's sellers that win, I follow sellers. I am not here to win or to be the best. All right. So once price gets to this point, I'm done. All right, because we have this FVG here, right? So I'm only moving off, and of course, you cannot compare daily FVG with 4 hour FVG. Daily FVG will displace 4 hour FVG with everything it has. So don't take yourself from here. Rather, wait for price to get to this FVG, right? But at the end of the day, once I get here, because of the idea of the fact that I'm in a range, I'm out of this trade. All right, so I hope that works, right? That's my own idea, but you can still try your own. And I mean, I'm not the best. All right, you can try. Okay, so thank you, FS Queen. All right, thanking you. He's saying, Princess, what? Can you write it down, please? Can you type your handle in the comment section, FX Queen? All right, FS Queen, I sent you a message as requested yesterday. All right, good. All right, so guys, we've come to almost the end. We have 6 more minutes, but I'll tell you one thing for fact, right? If you are on this live trading session, you know the culture here now. Of course, I'm not supposed to remind you. I'm not supposed to tell you, but you know our culture here. If you are on this live trading session, right, all you need to do is make a screenshot of what we're doing here, right? Post it on X. Use the hashtag execution room. Tag Funded Vest. Tag myself. Tag FX Queen, tag V. And I think some people want an account from us here. FX Queen says he's going to select 2 people and going to reward them with something. And all right. And she's going to reward them. I'm also going to reward. I've forgotten the person. That person DM me. I'm going to check my DM on X. I think it's Nolly TV. Yeah, Nolly TV. I told you to DM me on X. I will check. Please make a screenshot. All right, and send to me on X. I will check. And I have an account for you because you came in very early yesterday, even before the live. By 2 New York session, even before the live came back active, you were already in the comment section. Telling us that it's time. All right, so you're going to be rewarded for that. I mean, I love that dedication to wanting to learn. All right, and it always comes with a reward. So you can do well to make a screenshot, post on X, tag Funded Vest, Uncommon King, V, and FX Queen. Use the hashtag execution room, and you can always use the VIP code to get 20% discount if you must want to explore the trading conditions of Funded Vest. All right, so what do we have? What's the number for the range? The range, I don't know if I quite got that question, but you can rephrase that again and let me know. Okay, FS Queen, do you have anything you want to say real quick?
Okay, I'll waiting for you to conclude, so we just close the space. So I can just say what I want to say and close it.
Okay. All right, you can go ahead.
All right, guys. So let me share my screen real quick. So those of you that are asking for our handles, just take a screenshot, yeah? Take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this. So if you want to reach out to me, FX Queen, my handle is at Princess Orlando. Uncommon, his handle is at Uncommon King. And V, his handle is at V underscore Anibe. So just take a screenshot of this right now and then reach out to us, drop a follow. And as Uncommon said, you tag us, take a screenshot of the life you're currently in, tag us on X, all right? And then also tag Funded Verse and Funded Verse Ninja. So Funded Verse main account is this. This is Funded Verse main account. So Funded Verse main account is just Funded Verse on X, all right? And then we have Funded Verse Nigeria account, which is Funded Verse Nigeria, okay? So this is the two accounts that we currently have on Funded Verse. So those two accounts
I
are
think you
the
missed the I. You missed the I with Nigeria.
are you sure? Okay, yeah. Thank you. So Fundedverse main account, those are the two official accounts from Fundedverse. Those are the two official accounts for Fundedverse. So Fundedverse and Fundedverse Nigeria. And these are the three accounts of your tutors that are currently hosting the live section. So just take a screenshot of that. Alright. And any DM you sent to me yesterday, I apologize for the late reply. I'm gonna get back to it as soon as this live is done. Alright. And those people that I told them I'm gonna give them an account, I'm gonna guide you on how that is going to be. So that is that. Then let me quickly show something, right? Come in. Let me quickly show something. 1 minute. Come in. Okay. Ah, I'm coming. I'm coming. Sorry. I'm coming. All right. So we have JPEG. Okay, cool. So now what I'm gonna show is the current program that is ongoing. Okay, and come on, if you can see, okay. Can this is this displaying on the screen? Is this displaying on the screen? Oh, come on. This Funded Verse Creators Program. I want to know.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the Funded Verse Creators Program, right? So now it says we are
Please
sponsoring
hold on, hold on. Why is my screen showing? Just hold on. Let me
Okay.
remove mine.
Okay.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. So yours
So
is showing. All right. Good.
okay, so the Funded Verse Creators Program, right, is saying we are sponsoring talented traders who have the skill but don't have access to capital. So if you know you have been training for a very long time and you have been wanting to expand in the aspect of getting accounts, scaling up on your proper account, now is the chance to come into the Funded Verse Creator Program. You must have an active community on X. You don't need to have a big follower, right? Even if you have 300, 500 followers, as long as your X is active, come on the program and you have an active community either on Telegram, Discord, or what have you. So as long as you have an active community and have an active X account, come into the program. So on that particular program, you're going to be directing on how it's going to be during the course of the program. It's going to be a 1 month program, right? And then you'll be issued out a 10K account. So Fundaverse is funding 20 traders with a 10K account each for this particular program. So what you do right now is you go to that Funded Verse account. I dropped the username on the screen. You go to the account, check the pin post right now. All right, and you're going to see the steps to follow. Follow the accounts up there. Follow the Discord community, and also fill out the forms. Once you fill out the form, we're going to reach out to you, and once you are in the program, you'll be directed on how it's going to be. Hope that's all right. Okay. I think the session have ended. All right, so I'll come on over to you so you can end the session and come back next section. Okay. Someone said, "Can you tell me your X account again?" All right, please take a screenshot of this. This is the X account. This is the X account for this. Let me reshare the screen. Just take a screenshot of this, please. Are you serious? Hi, what have I done? What have I done? Chineke. Oh, come on, Mr. Sorry, hold on. What have I done? I can't share my screen. I think I'll do this. But okay, if you can hear me, Sahib. So my X handle is FX Queen, but my username is Princess Elendu. Princess Elendu spelled as ELENDU. Alright? ELENDU. Then uncommon is Uncommon King. Uncommon King, the king is the I is replaced with a V. So you type uncommon, then KVNG. Alright? Then V on is V underscore Anibe. So the Anibe is spelled as ANIBE. So V underscore Anibe, Uncommon King, and Princess Elendu. Those are our three handles on X. Then Funded Verse official accounts The two accounts that are officially funded versus own is funded verse, just normal funded verse, and then we have funded verse Ninja. So the Ninja is NAIJ without the A, right? So funded verse Ninja. So these are the official handles of funded verse. All right. So I think that is that. I hope you got that. I hope you got that, Sahib. Let me know if you got that. Yeah, come on, are you there? I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
You can see that we're having the numbers are increasing. Like I said, right, when it comes to live trading session, I've been trading live with people since 2024, right? Even before I came, I started building my own Telegram channel. And one thing I realized about trading live is that it's an avenue where people come and learn. It's not just about, oh, I this person called. It's not a signal group. If it's a signal group, I can just tell you, guys, buy from me and sell from here. But one thing about live trading is that you see the thought process behind how traders actually trade. All right. You see when they take their trade, you just see everything that happens, right? And it gives you that mindset that, okay, at least I'm not doing this thing alone, right? I'm seeing the thought process, I'm seeing it step by step, I'm seeing the wait time and everything, right? So that's why I encourage people. And when you start live trading sessions, especially when it's new, you can be having numbers like one, two. And when we started here, we're having one persons that were watching, two thereabout. And before you know it, today now we're having 12. And that's how the number increases. So that's why I tell you guys, go tell your friends. It happens here every day. London session 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. New York session will be back. When we say we'll be back, doesn't mean we're going to close the live. It's going to be there still. But once it's 2 a.m., we come back here and then we trade till 4 p.m. right? 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. for New York session. So please always be here. Funded is posting in the comment section that um, you should engage as much as you want because they are the ones providing this opportunity for you. All right. Otherwise, myself, V, and FS would have been in our own chilling spot, enjoying ourselves. But here, you guys are actually learning and grabbing from this, right? So it's 10 o'clock. Over to you, FS Queen.
Okay. I don't know. Trying to. Wait, can you hear me? All right, can you hear me? I think I have an issue right now. I don't know.
What's the issue? You want to put the display screen?
No, this Yeye MacBook I'm using now just automatically logged me out of my screen sharing. Come
Do you
on.
have anything you want to show afterwards? It's already 10 o'clock. We can come back
No, no, I'll sort
by.
it out by later in the day. Later in the day.
All right. So,
Okay.
guys, we'll catch you guys.
No, no, you can proceed and close. You can proceed and close. Sorry.
All right. All right. All right. So, guys, catch you guys by 2 p.m. Bye for now.